sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage. Put the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate. Meditate, hydrate. Protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say up, so what you gon' do? Stop playing with it.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. Down once, trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd gets set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints.
Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. is Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
By Levante David.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was brought down by Levante David. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move them?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
you know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
25-yard line.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
That's good.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's able to find Diggs. And they look this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
First grab so far for Diggs. It's a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
49-yard line.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 36. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
To go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Hines. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
10 at the 31-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard. So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Washington, that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 41 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
2 yards.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. That's out to the left and complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Could have gone with a ground game there, opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now. Get his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Knock him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to try and throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 1st down, Hines. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Flush to his right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Naeem Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
14. Packers nothing. Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Taken in the end zone. brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They'll try and throw for it here. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Taylor Gabriel. As the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Back to throw now on first down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
2nd and 5.
5-yard line.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Saquon Barkley.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
A third down now, and those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Bryce Callahan. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Packers nothing. Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the Oatmen. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On first down, Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20.
They'll run it again with Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
again, it's Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
Brought analytics into the game, and someone